Dave here, Smoky Mountain Nationals, here in Townsend, Tennessee, Bay 1, getting ready to do some more upgrades to the old girl here. I've seen a lot of you on the page, weatherproofing, rainproofing, wipers, all kinds of upgrades. It's so good to see. When you come here, you're going to drive them. And drive them you did. Rain or shine, the weather is fine. It did not matter one bit to anybody that got their truck out and brought it here to Townsend, Tennessee and participated in this year's 2025 Smoky Mountain Nationals. We started with Thursday cruise in, the Railroad Museum, the cruise up to the Parkway, the Abbey event. I mean, you think about all that, and all the trucks were there, and all the people were there. What a great kickoff. I want to thank the Abbey again. What a great bunch over there. The Friday get-together on the grounds of the Tally-Ho. And the rain didn't bother. I saw more smiles. It didn't bother anybody, I don't think. It didn't bother me, other than getting a little wet. I dried off. The smiles on the people, from my perspective, it was really good to see. You know, you work on this all year long. The team works hard. Everybody kind of pitches in. We had a lot of volunteers this year. It is good to walk up to somebody that came to participate and see the grin on their face. What a great time I had. My family, the whole team. We can't stop talking about it. We're excited about next year, and I know you are too. Like I say, back to all the upgrades. I think I was talking to Tim Burns last night on the phone. I think he's going to help me with some upgrades here, some stuff that I'm not too familiar with. But that's what's good about the Smoky Mountain Nationals. We have group experts. There's always somebody on the page that's willing to jump in and say, hey, this, you know, they're more expert than they are kind of hobbyists. I'm a hobbyist. I'll be honest with you. And it's really nice to reach out to all those folks and, what do you think I need to do? What's my next step here? Next week, I'm headed down to Tony Parrott's shop and look and see what he's got going on. Might shoot a little video down there. I don't think Tony's too shy. I think he might want to get on camera, and we'll take a look and see what he's doing as a builder and as a local builder and as a one-man shop builder. That's what the Smoky Mountain Nationals is made up of. Folks that are willing to dive in and every once in a while need a little help from their friends. What a great, great place to do that. So I've just left. Actually, you know, I film on Thursday, so I just left our 4th proceed check giveaway, and we're going to run that up probably Saturday night and let you see that. We're going to film another one Friday evening. Of course, this video comes out on Friday, so it might be up Saturday night or Sunday night. And the best part, what a great group where we came together and took all this money. Grand total, are you ready? $16,134 to local charities. Wow, wow, wow. What do I always say? Wow, same forward as backward? It's incredible. It feels good to do that. It feels good. It's got to feel good for you to come here and be a part of something with, at least this last year, 300 other truck owners. I can't even imagine. I'm forever humbled. I'm forever grateful that you come here to Townsend, Tennessee, and we make something. We do something. The Smoky Mountain Nationals and all its members and all the people that attend, we actually are a moving group. I'm humbled. It's the vision I see is coming to fruition, as they say. So, but another thing that is upgrading and stepping up is our southbound and down group. And we're going to do a quick little cutaway. Let me see if I can do something like that and cut away to Tim Burns. And let's have a chat with him for a couple minutes. Take it away, Tim.
Hey everybody, Tim from the Southbound and Down. I just want to make a quick video and thank some people here and talk a little bit about what's going to happen next year. So, is it 2026 yet? Because this guy's ready to go back to Townsend. I want to thank Dave for such a great show. You know, it rained, but we didn't care. The fellowship was wonderful. Everybody had such a great time. 300 trucks. Can it get any better? You know, and I want to thank Eric for starting the Southbound and Down. You know, he started it 2 years ago, asked me to take it over this year because, you know, he moved to Florida, and we're going to continue on, and I'm going to talk a little bit about next year. So, and I want to thank the group overall, everybody that joined us. We ended up with 10 trucks out of Cincinnati down to Buc-ee's, and then we picked up another 20 trucks at Buc-ee's. We had 30 total this year. Just phenomenal. Last year we had 14, this year 30. So we're looking at, hopefully we can get up to 50 trucks next year. So everybody that joined the group, I can't thank you enough. We had such a great time. And so I think the furthest traveled was Randy and Maryland from about 20 minutes north in Niagara Falls area. You know, this is my first year doing this, so we got a little bit of learning to do, and but we still had some really good feedback for the distance between the stops and the speed traveled and things of that sort. So, but we're going to change the last stop because that Powell stop was a little difficult. We're going to move it up to Jellicoe because it's 90 miles from Buc-ee's to Jellicoe, and then from Jellicoe down to the show is another 90 miles. So it's right in the middle, which is great. There's 2 gas stations there that are, there's tons and tons of room there. So, but we are going to add some things next year. There's going to be 2 southbound and downs next year. So what we're going to do is we're going to have an early bird because people like to go down to Townsend a little early and spend some family time down there. So I'll be leading the early bird southbound and down on Tuesday, and then there'll be a standard southbound and down on Thursday. So, you know, and then I'll have another 2026 flag this year to give away for all the participants. So, but, you know, I can't thank everybody enough for joining the group. It was just such a fun time meeting all the new people and, you know, all the new trucks and the driving together and convoying. It was just an awesome time. So, but as Dave says, the end of video, Tim out.
So thanks, Tim, and for all you do. We're looking forward to a very, very successful 2026. You know, for us, 2026 has already started. We're already talking with hotels, motels, all the restaurants up and down. We're already having communication with the city, with the new property that we're going to. So let's just release that. Everybody keeps asking. As you know, I thought I had my other phone with me. As you know, we are always the week after Memorial Day. So that is like 28, 29, 30, Thursday, Friday, Saturday of May for 2026. We are moving to a new location. So here's what I know to date is we are moving to a location. It's 11 acres. We still have to do some paperwork and shuffle some stuff around, but we're pretty sure we're going to be on that property. It is in between the Best Western and the Highland Manor. I mentioned it during the awards ceremony briefly on Saturday. I think right before we were going to mention the top 10 or something. I can't remember. And unfortunately, the Highland Manor is completely booked out. I'm not sure about the Best Western. You can call there And that'd be a good place because you can just kind of walk around the corner. You can see the 11-acre field that we'll be in. We're working with the Tremont Lodge, which is right next door to the Highland Manor. They probably still have about 50 rooms left. They're a larger facility with 130 rooms available. So we're going to work into that one. Remember, there is Riverstone Lodge. You can go back to the Tally. The Tally, last time I talked to them last week, they hadn't released their 2026 calendar. But I told Scott, I said, as soon as you do that, please let me know so we can let our people know. But I do know if you call, they have started a list for our weekend. So I would give them a call if you want to stay there. It's a great place. Um, that's our home. We've always been there. Unfortunately, we've just outgrown the showgrounds in the back, but we still have a very strong relationship with Tally Ho. We're still going to have our Peaceful Side social event on Friday and the Abbey event and the Railroad Museum event, and we're still going to go on cruises, and we got all kinds of stuff planned. Bigger and better, new and improved for 2026. So let's kind of move on to now, what do we do now that our May event is over? We don't stop doing anything. We are planning the next event, but what is upcoming for us for a lot of AD Nation is in September, the third week in September, is the AD Nationals in Franklin, Indiana. The OG show where it all started, where the 80 only event started. So we're going to be up there. We're getting ready, get the old girl ready here, doing some carburetor stuff and some other things going on. I'm working on, some of you have seen the picture I posted. It's on the other side though. Let me see if I can scoot over here. You can see the fender mirror. Probably can't see them too well. Had a little trouble, I wouldn't say a little trouble, but I need little mirrors that were farther out. I found these old reproduction fender mirrors like they used to put on the cars in the 50s and stuff like that. And hopefully that solves that problem. So we have to put some mounting brackets in and do a few things. I'm working on that, working on some vacuum issues with the carburetor here and doing a few things. So we're ready, getting ready for that. I know we're working on Patrick's truck. I know you're working on your trucks. I love to see all those pictures. I love to see the one where it even happened to me during the Friday downpour that everybody said, oh, geez, I got to seal up my windows a little bit better. Yeah, me too. I got a little bit, not much. But then we start the fall cruises. And boy, what a time. The fall cruise was started a couple years ago right here in Townsend, Tennessee, where a couple, I think it was Keith and Tanya Welch said, hey, are we going to do a fall cruise? Maybe I had mentioned it or something in a video, and I kind of got called out. So we put one together. I think we're going on our third year here. It's a dozen, 15, 18 trucks for us. We're planning locally. We're planning a little cruise around, a little bit bigger this year. We're going to plan a time of fellowship. I know last year, in case you're wondering the date, let me stop right there. October 19th. It's official AD Nation Fall Cruise Day. I mean, and the Smoky Mountain Nationals is going to have several of those cruises going on. So let's just mention the ones we had last year. We had Michigan, Augusta area. Shay and Brandon do a great job with that. Started last year. We had the Northeast Ohio, which is actually turning into Western Pennsylvania. Really excited. I talked to Tim. You might want to get with Tim on that. He's an organizer for that fall cruise. I think Henry Panza's involved in some form or fashion. That could be really, really cool. We're working on some things in Missouri. We're working on some things in Florida. We have the Darlington cruise where they go from Columbia to Darlington and do some what they call track days. I think you get 3 laps around Darlington for all you Carolinians out there. we're just excited. We'll probably support, promote, and sponsor probably half a dozen of them this year. So just a quick little commercial there. If you're wanting to organize a fall cruise on October 19th, whether it's just a cruise up and down the road and you meet for lunch somewhere and have a little time of fellowship, please let us know. We're willing to help. We'll jump in the database, let you know who's in the area, promote it on the YouTube channel, promote it on the page. And it's all about cruising your ADs with other AD owners. Then we'll go in once we get that done. Then, as you know, then January, the first Friday in January, starts our pre-registration for the 2026. Are you kidding me? Smoky Mountain Nationals? Oh, can't even imagine. Boy, I think I just got us to January 3rd, 4th, or 5th there really quick. I think I better slow down. So, once again, I am thankful. I am humbled. I am appreciative of the turnout. We had a great year. We sold out of everything. I have a few items left that I will post in the coming weeks. Just a few, not many. But we almost 100% sold out of everything, which is really, really good on our part, so we don't have to carry merchandise over. I'd love to sell everything so I can give all the money away. I hope you're watching the proceed videos. We'll release our 4th one. Come with us as we give all the money that you donated from the raffle tickets and your entry fee and all that stuff. Give all those proceeds away to needy charities and functioning charities here in town. You saw the very first one at the Volunteer Fire Department, where folks like us, just AD truck owners, can make a difference. I can't thank you enough. Thank you for stopping by Bay 1, spending a little Friday Dave talk with me here. I really enjoy our time together, and we will see you on the next episode of the Smoky Mountain Nationals Garage here in Townsend, Tennessee.